William Wilberforce was born in 1759 in Hull, England, into a prosperous merchant family. Small in stature and often plagued by ill health, he seemed an unlikely figure to reshape the moral landscape of an empire. Yet from an early age, Wilberforce possessed a gift for language and persuasion. At Cambridge, he befriended William Pitt, the future prime minister, and together they entered Parliament in their early 20s, Wilberforce winning a seat at just 21. For his first few years in public life, he was known more for his charm than his purpose. But everything changed in the mid-1780s when a deep religious conversion brought a sense of moral responsibility that transformed his political career. Around the same time, leading abolitionists, Granville Sharp, Thomas Clarkson, and others, approached him with evidence of the brutal transatlantic slave trade. Wilberforce examined the facts, wrestled with the scale of the cruelty, and ultimately came to believe he had been placed in Parliament for a singular mission, to end the slave trade. In 1789, he delivered his first monumental speech on the subject, laying out the horrors of the trade in painstaking detail. Year after year, he introduced bills to abolish it, and year after year they were defeated. The opposition was fierce. Merchants, ship owners, and colonial interests claimed abolition would ruin the economy. Wilberforce endured insults, political isolation, and even threats to his safety. But he pressed on, buoyed by a growing abolitionist movement and by the conviction that moral truth, once spoken, could not be silenced. After nearly 2 decades of relentless effort, the tide finally turned. On March 25, 1807, Parliament passed the Abolition of the Slave Trade Act. When the vote succeeded, the chamber erupted in cheers. It was the greatest triumph of Wilberforce's public life. But his mission was not complete. Ending the trade did not end slavery. In his later years, frail but undeterred, he lent his voice to the movement for full emancipation. He wrote, organized, and encouraged younger leaders, helping to build the momentum that eventually pushed abolition to the center of British politics. On July 26, 1833, with just 3 days before his death, the government announced that it would support a bill to abolish slavery throughout the British Empire. Wilberforce died knowing that the cause he had championed for nearly 50 years was finally within reach. Later that same year, the Slavery Abolition Act became law. William Wilberforce's life is a testament to moral perseverance. A singular parliamentarian, armed with conviction and compassion, helped dismantle one of the largest systems of human exploitation in history.